President Biden is asking student loan borrowers to do their part in getting ready for payments to pick back up in a few months. Last month, President Biden had extended a student loan payment pause for 43 million borrowers. That will go through May the 1st. He said borrowers, though, should use all this extra time to get ready for those payments to restart. But some lawmakers and advocates say all that extra time should be used instead to cancel student debt. And many say that action is desperately needed in our country. So here's the question. What exactly could that look like?
40 million Americans have $1.3 trillion in student loan debt. This is a crisis in America.
I talk to too many young people today who say to me, I'm not going to go to college. I can't afford it.
This is holding back the young generation from being able to, buy a home, to effectively raise a family. We have to deal with this.
You could borrow money to do just about anything you want to do in America. You can build a house, you can buy a car, you can buy a boat. And if you can't pay for it, declare bankruptcy and walk away. Except for one debt in America, student loans. That's just fundamentally unfair. We've got to change the bankruptcy code and say when it reaches a point you can't pay, then you can start over.
We need to invest more in terms of Pell Grants to make sure that people don't have debt to begin with. We have to have an opportunity for people to also, I think, earn college credits even before they go to college. We find that they're more likely to complete college because they already have college credits, and it also reduces the cost dramatically.
We need to upfront make sure that our states are starting to reinvest in our colleges so that students aren't paying an overburdening price for it. We need to make sure that those students who have taken out loans have the ability to renegotiate the interest on their loans so that they can lower the impact.
We certainly need to make sure that we are educating parents and students about the cost of education, understanding that we need more transparency in this process. How much will it take to achieve an education? And then what will the salary be like? Maybe you find other ways of financing, working with employers that are offering programs that will repay your student loan debt.
Most student loans are held by the federal government. So I would do a couple of things right away. First, allow all student debt to be refinanced at the lowest rate of any debt. And then second, if you're doing public service already and you've done 10 years, your debt should be eliminated. Because if you're already giving back to your community, you're a teacher, you're a firefighter, you work in the local hospital, you should have no debt because you're already giving your whole life to serving others.
People need to understand that college is an option. You don't have to go to college. Our guidance counselors should be talking. Not everybody should go to college. I think they should maybe work for a year or two and then go to college when you decide what you want to be. The other thing is people need to focus on the trades.
A lot of high schools are measured and graded based on the number of kids that go to college. They don't tell you how many finish, they tell you how many go. So I think we need to understand that it's okay to get into trades. It's okay if you don't want to go to college. If you want to get a cybersecurity training that doesn't require a college degree, that's cool. But that's never celebrated.
Well, thanks to our partners at A Starting Point who helped put that segment together. You can hear more from lawmakers on how to address student loan debt on their website, astartingpoint.com.